Hi there, gang. So I'm going over how to create your first Python program in PyCharm. The program that I'm about to do is going to be stupid simple. It's going to have a couple of print things in there. It's going to ask something from the user, and that's about it. So this is not meant to be, week 3 material here. This is just literally just kind of getting into PyCharm, and that's about it. And one of the weird things, and actually comes up in a lot of IDEs, is that it wants you to create a project first and then your Python file inside. Now, I'm going to make sure this is clear, is that so each new file that you want to create, I would create a new project for it. So you're probably saying, well, geez, that's redundant. I hear you, especially at our level. That's the way it is. So again, if you want to create something else after this video, great, but you'll need to create your own project. Otherwise, PyCharm kind of gets confused with it. So let's just show you and get you moving here. So File, New Project. You can basically name it whatever you want. I'm going to do Hello World because that's a standard unit. I'm sure you've heard that before. Don't put spaces in it. I don't think it'll like you. I still wouldn't. I think it's going to let you get away with it, but I still wouldn't do it. Now, a couple of interesting things here is that I've had a lot of students come up with issues with a base interpreter, and here's mine that I have here. Now, to be very honest with you, I'm not sure how that error is popping up for some of you, but mine, I just installed it and everything else like that, and voila, it was done. So I don't know if there's some interrupt or something of that nature, but you can use what I have in front of you here to kind of guide you to maybe find it on your particular operating system, that python.exe file. So you should be able to search for it and link it from there. But if that's missing, we're in deep doo-doo. Let's just put it that way. So make sure that that is there before you do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and create new. It's going to create a new whole window for me, which again, redundant, but anyway. So notice, by the way, PyCharm's not my favorite. And after a pretty good time here, I bet I paused this for about 30 seconds, it finally came to me. So what I'm going to do here is that this is going to give you basically a basic setup. So a lot of you, and in my notes, this is the main where everything really starts off. So to be honest, I'm going to delete everything else. And inside here, I'm going to go ahead and start working my stuff. Now, so think of this very similar as the main is what you would have in Java, C++, or anything else like that. And it's literally called main, which is being highlighted right now. Here's a weird thing about Python. Main is a function, so instead of using squiggly braces like we have in some languages, we actually use the tab to get things running. So we're going to do print. If I can type, I always type horribly in these. Hello world. Notice no semicolon at the end of it. I know that'll drive me crazy, and some of you. I am saving it by just doing Control S. I could have saved it by... well, I could have just gone to File and Save All here, but to run it, I'm going to go over to the Run Main, and a little window should pop up, and there's Hello World. Now I'm going to do it again, just so you know that's the legit one. Hello World again. Run it again, and there it is as well. So that's your overall setup. I'm going to do one more thing here. Var equals int input. What is your favorite number? Now, I'm not going to go over what this line does. You're going to be able to figure out most of it once I start to run it here. But we'll go over here in class here in a little bit. I'm going to print your favorite. Try not to make typos. Number is. Oh, dang it. Okay, comma. And then var. And again, if you're worried about the coding part, don't, because we'll go over it. I just want to kind of, frankly, get ahead. Okay, get rid of that. And I'm going to run the sucker. Okay, now, what I wanted to show you is that this program isn't done. You see the window down the bottom here. It's actually waiting for you to put your number in. So a lot of you are going to say, wait a minute, where's your favorite number is? It's waiting for you to type something in. That's that input that's being shown right now. So I'm going to type in my favorite number, and there it is there. So notice the window at the below is meant for you to, well, frankly, work with the program and act as a user. So in this example, I'm only asking for one input. If I was asking for more input, I would have more of those commands there, and I had to interact with it at the bottom window, the console window. Now, again, if I was given another assignment, I would frankly go back up to File and New Project. Putting multiple files in the same project, I understand, but Python or PyCharm, so always leave it at that. So that's our first example of using PyCharm in creating your very basic Python programs.